Hi guys. So I take it you're ready to take that first step, because if you clicked on this video, you feel like you are stuck in a corporate loop, right? And you thinking in the past or the future, but not living your present. You have a lot of fears in your head. You're overthinking, overanalyzing. So this video is for you. Basically, you're in the right place, because I'm not gonna just tell you from a textbook. I'm gonna explain to you how I did it from my own experience. And of course, if you want more content like that, you've got to follow my channel, and for daily updates from my side, my wisdom, follow my Instagram account. All my details are in description below. How to contact me, how to book a call with me if you need my help, how to find me on Instagram. So check description after you watch this video. But basically, I was in the same boat. I was living in UK. I had a very important job, big title, shitloads of money, big house, brand new car, Prada bags, you name it, I had it, but still felt empty. Can you relate to what I'm saying? You feel like you have everything. I was going to this most expensive gym, at golf spa, but you feel alone, you feel lonely, and I think you feel like you have relationship and friendship with your job. And that was the case for me. I think my assistant store manager was just like, my best friend. Not best friend, I keep everything super professional. At work, I'm very different when it comes to business. Versus, I'm more easygoing outside of business, but in business, I'm not easygoing. I'm still fun, but I'm very clear on my standards. But anyway, I was where you are now. I've had everything, and I had so many fears moving or wanting to move to another country or quit my job. I was just like, what am I going to do? How am I going to have enough money to live? Cut the long story short, I've made that first step. By the way, it took me 12 months to prepare. I had an exit strategy, remortgaging my house, checking the agencies to rent my house. So yes, I still have a property in UK, and it does give me some income, which is not a lot. So I still have to do stuff. After all the taxes and expenses, and when things go wrong in the house, by the time you fixed everything, there's not that much left really. But for you to make you feel calmer, you've got to prepare 12 months in advance. Have a proper exit strategy. Analyze your skills. Think what you can do online, and don't look at getting the same salary. That's not going to happen. It can happen depending on your skills, but I always say to people, cut in half to what you used to get paid. So say if I was getting paid £30 an hour, I'll be looking for £50 an hour online job, because in Asia, that would be sufficient. Of course, ideally, it would be great to have some sort of, what's it called? Not disposable income, but the income that doesn't require you to work, like the rental from the houses. So if you have that coming in, that's like a bonus. But really, I think a lot of people live in the future, and they think that there will be the perfect day to do this first step, or when they need to save a little bit more, or when their parents are not well, or their friends have kids, or they find every excuse possible to not make that first step. And when they're ready to make that first step, they're too old, Because I always think like, why would you want to change your life when you retired? It doesn't make any sense. Change it now while you can still do stuff like me, go dancing, go to the gyms, hike, explore, meet new people. I have energy to do it. You know, for me, if you are in a corporate job now, start looking for online job now. You know, look at your CV, talk to people, you know, look for part-time for now. Because part-time you will be able to cover the basics here, the food, the accommodation and rental, either a car or a bike, because you have to have some sort of transport here. There's no pavement and it's too hot to walk during the day. You know, start small, give yourself a timeline, divide it. You know, I'm very good in organizing chaos into structure. You just have to divide it into quarters, each quarter into a month, and then you have small tasks every week. An example, one week for me was to change all my bills, the electricity, gas, council tax, TV license, you know, so I've spent a week doing that. The next 2 weeks, I was looking for the best mortgage and a remortgage agency that could help me, that I can cut the cost. Then next week, you look at visas, you know, how much it will cost you, what does it look like if you live here in terms of visa. And by the way, you know, if you need recommendations, suggestions, solutions based on your situation, because of course I'm trying to record a video that will be suitable for everybody, but everyone's got a different situation. You know, that's why I've introduced calls, you know, so you can take advantage of just one-to-one time with me. And, you know, don't, you have to forget about perfect timing, because there will never be a perfect time. You will just delay your happiness for later and later and later. And when you think you will be ready, potentially your health will not permit, you know, because you'll be 60 or 70, you know. So for me, guys, you know, stop thinking about, oh, one day, someday, I'm going to live this wonderful life, because you can live this wonderful life right now as we speak. You know, yes, of course, there are obstacles, there are challenges. I'm not going to lie to you. The first, I think, year, 2 years, I was going crazy because I was out of the system. I was like, fucking hell, I was like, sorry for swearing. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Okay, all right, well, what's my schedule like? I don't have anything planned. You feel anxious, you feel like you're alone. Yeah, because you're out of the system. Whereas now, I've learned how to work with that and how enjoy it, and how to consider rest, not as a reward, but as a task. I plan rest in my daily life. The peace and quiet, the reflection time. Whereas, you know, when you live a corporate life, you don't really think about anything. You don't even know what you want, actually, because it's your boss, it's your company dictates who you need to be and what you need to look like and how you need to speak and so on and so on and so on, and not really who you are. So I think it's enough for today. Too much information. Let's do one step at a time. So for now, just think about it. Book a call with me. Let's chat about your situation. Hopefully I can inspire, motivate you, and just give you the strength, you know, because a lot of your friends and family, they'll be talking you out of it. They'll be like, oh yeah, but why would you want to do that? Because it suits them. It suits for their life. What is it that you want? Not what they want. Of course they want you to be next to them all the time, but are you enjoying it? And if the answer is no, then you've got to do something about it. Hope it makes sense. Anyway, enough of Natalia's wisdom for today. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe, and chat to you soon. Bye.